The funding for this video is provided by the amazing members of our Patreon. Also contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Yeah, I started from PBS Kids. What you gonna do? Fight me? Anyway, roll the video. I'm gonna say this real quick. If you like Battle Shonen and the series Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, you would really like Invincible Fight Girl. Hey y'all, it's Hariana and I'm back with another video. Hi, hello, how are you doing? My name is Hariana and welcome to or welcome back to The Pirate Ship, also known as Harry Hook's Pirate Ship. I'm the captain. You are not my first mate, and I'm not the first mate because you want to know why. Bring your ear closer to the speaker so you can hear me clearly. No one's worthy of being the first mate, but hi, hello, how are you doing? My name is Hariana and I like to make content based on nostalgia and family and children's entertainment and all the issues that I find within those spaces. Today, I want to give my initial thoughts on the new Adult Swim series called Invincible Fight Girl. And I'm saying initial thoughts mainly because I feel like I can't give a full-on analysis yet of this series because there's only 5 episodes of it out, and this show is paced like a battle shonen, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but we will get into that in a second. But before I go any further, this do-rag that I'm wearing, it is a Ghoulia inspired do-rag from Monster High. Also these necklaces that y'all always stay seeing me wear, they came from my shop harianahook.com. I am currently running a Black Friday sale. Everything on my website is 38% off with a minimum purchase of $10. If you spend $75 or more, you get free shipping. How did I forget that real quick? But yeah, deeply appreciate it. Please make sure you read the products because some products will be shipped out later than others. Some will be shipped out in mid-December. Some will be shipped out around the end of December. But yeah, make sure you do that. If you're looking to support a small Black woman-owned business this holiday season, I would deeply appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get back into today's topic of discussion. And that would have to be the new Adult Swim series, Invincible Fight Girl. What the fuck is Invincible Fight Girl? Invincible Fight Girl follows the journey of a girl named Andy. Andy is basically raised to be an accountant, and she doesn't like it. She's not good at it. Like, she's actually ass at this job. It's kind of funny. It's actually very comical. And while her parents want her to sit and be an accountant because it runs in the family, everybody in that family becomes an accountant, she wants to be a pro wrestler. And ever since she was younger, when her parents took her to a wrestling match, it was Sablana. I can't pronounce that lady name. I'm gonna get it eventually before the season's over. She saw her wrestle and she was just so impressed by her, and she grew up constantly wanting to be like her. She wanted to be just a wrestler. I'm not even sure she just wants to be like that woman, but wrestling is something that was a passion of hers. So she would go out in the woods and train on her own. Now that is like the overall premise of the series. I don't want to get into like spoiler territory, but that's just pretty much all you need to know going into the show if you don't want to know any details and all of that. But right here, I'm gonna go ahead and start spoiling it a little bit. But her parents aren't necessarily the happiest with her wanting to be a wrestler instead of being an accountant like they wanted her to, but they do eventually come around. And they're like, yeah, girl, go ahead and follow your dream. Go ahead and be that wrestler. Do what you want to do. And seeing that was actually really touching and to me, because when it comes to the Black community, your parents will be on your damn neck. And it's not even just the Black community, just communities of color just as well. They will be on your neck about what you want to do with your life and what you're going to do and this and that and the third. They don't really be supporting following your dreams all that much unless they can see that you actually making some damn money with your dream. So it does make sense why her family does want her to be an accountant, because that's a guaranteed paycheck right there. But they realize the girl don't like accounting. She's not good at it. So they were like, okay, you're actually kind of all right with wrestling. Go ahead, follow your dreams, go out there and do that. So they send her off, and she's basically on a journey to train to be a wrestler, and she meets so many different types of interesting people that come along the way. She meets a scammer named Craig, and he's honestly the most annoying fucking character in the show. I don't like Craig. Like, Craig can run me my fave. But it's actually really funny watching him and Andy go back and forth. Like, they be like about to like throw hands. I'm pretty sure they did fight at some point in the show. I don't know, but they was arguing and fighting a lot. I always forget. He's like the butcher's son or something. He eventually comes along the journey too, just as well. And he's actually really, really smart. And he does help Andy out with her wrestling, with his brain. And Craig just is over here just trying to scam everybody in the damn city. But it's like the more it goes on, the more we are learning about this world, because it's really like unique, I'd say, because they ended up sending her off to an island that is full of wrestlers, because Andy basically lives on an island that is just full of accountants. And it's so bizarre to me. It is so bizarre to me the way it is set up, but it works. It most definitely works. But I mentioned how the show reminds me a lot of like if Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur met like a battle shonen anime. And why did I say Moon Girl? And I don't want to sit here and say Moon Girl because it's like, you know, a show with a young black lead, an animated show with a young black lead specifically that has a lot of action and adventure and all that. But I genuinely love watching shows about just black girls and women making bad decisions. And I love Moon Girl for that one reason right there. And then when I saw that with Invincible Fight Girl in the pilot, I was like, yeah, we're going to love this. And I don't want this like me saying that it's so similar to Moon Girl, because it's really not, because Lunella is like super duper smart when it comes to STEM and all of that. And I say Andy, I wouldn't sit here and say Andy is stupid at all. She is a smart girl, but she's smart in a way that's different from the way Lunella is. Lunella is very smart when it comes to like academics and all of that, but Andy is very headstrong and she goes after what she wants and yada yada yada. Like Lunella does too, but Andy does that just as well here, but she goes about things in a different way. The thing about Andy is that she is willing to learn. She is willing to learn and train to become the best version of herself. And I really, really enjoy that. That is one of the most enjoyable parts of this series. But aside from just her journey to becoming a wrestler, the people that we meet here are just very like colorful. Everyone here feels like an anime character. And when I say that, I mean it's very much giving like battle shonen type characters. If you've seen Jujutsu Kaisen, you know Toto's character. We have a lot of Toto types in this show. Like, they're very strong, in your face, loud, really, really annoying. The show also very much gives me Dragon Ball Z vibes, but I've never been able to sit through an episode of Dragon Ball Z. I know my buddy Veritas Joe on that YouTube channel, love them. They've been trying to get me to watch Dragon Ball for a hot minute now, and I'm just like, maybe, I don't know. But from watching Dragon Ball in passing as the years have gone by, because I remember when it used to be on in the background when I was little, but they've been recently playing reruns of it on Toonami. Watching it in passing, a lot of the animation in Invincible Fight Girl, it very much is giving Dragon Ball, where everything is just very loud and exaggerated exaggerated and over the top. But it also is reminding me a lot of like anime I used to watch when I was younger, like Ojamajo Doremi, like the way they just jump and scream and jump around and all of that. That is how the characters in Ojamajo Doremi did. Also, it was giving like Hamtaro too, especially with the facial expressions and all of that. It does feel like an anime series, and you can tell that anime is like one of the biggest inspirations for how they made this, especially with the way they animate the wrestling scenes. The wrestling scenes are animated like tournament scenes, and it's actually really, really cool. And I don't find them boring, because I often find like tournament battle scenes and like shonen anime to be boring at times, but I wasn't catching myself bored here. Like, even though the series is about wrestling, and you do learn a lot about wrestling too, because I don't know shit about wrestling and I'm learning quite a lot while watching this show, it really does run off the characters, because the characters, they are the ones that pull it all together, and that's what makes it more enjoyable for people that aren't necessarily into wrestling. And I think that's why the show is working so well for so many people. Like, a lot of people are like, I don't give a flying fuck about wrestling, but this show caught my attention. It has my eye, and I'm gonna keep watching it. It's reminding me of why a lot of people got caught like with Jujutsu Kaisen. They don't really give a fuck about the sorcery battle and all that, but they're like, oh, I actually really like these characters and I want to see the journey that they go on. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Invincible Fight Girl. There isn't really much left to say, because I don't even really say this as a critique. This is just the pacing of the series. It's kind of reminding me a bit of how Avatar: The Last Airbender was paced, if you ask me. But it's just kind of paced like a battle shonen series. Like, we meet the characters little by little by little, and a lot of it has to just depend on them growing as people, and then the story does come along the way. I can't stand series where it like kind of like moves slow. I can't stand a series where it moves slow and it feels like nothing is happening. But Invincible Fight Girl kind of moves a little bit slow, but it does feel like things are happening along the way. And we are only in the 5th episode so far of like me filming this and putting this out, and we have already seen Andy change from the pilot. So that's good. That's great. Y'all ate with this one right here, okay? And I know people were like confused as to why this series came on Adult Swim opposed to Cartoon Network. And while it does have a lot of violence in it, like, you know, Young Justice and like Teen Titans, because Teen Titans, they used to be whooping ass over there, okay? But Invincible Fight Girl, we actually see blood. Like, we actually be seeing blood and shit like that. It gets really intense when they're fighting. The animation also kind of reminds me of like Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, which also was like heavily inspired by anime too, just as well. But yeah, Invincible Fight Girl, it's just cute. It's cute. It's like Moon Girl meets Battle Shonen. Like, I don't know, it's just adorable. And I'm just so happy that Black girls and women are getting series like this nowadays. Like, I would have loved to have a show like this growing up, and I can still watch it. Like, I adore it. It comes on like at fucking midnight now. Like, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys are interested in the Black Friday sale and all of that jazz, the link to that will be down below. Deeply appreciate it. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and wrap it up now. Let me go ahead and edit this. It's late. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, night, whatever time of the day that you chose to watch this video. I'm just thankful that you're watching with the ads on. Alright, thank you. Goodbye.